For our top story, Honda Cars Philippines Incorporated recently held the Honda City and Jazz VSA safety driving experience for the local motoring media at the Mega Tent Libis grounds, featuring the newest generations of its top-selling subcompact offerings. The event highlighted the anti-lock brake system with electronic brake force distribution or ABS with the EBD, and the Vehicle Stability Assist or VSA systems. Both state-of-the-art active safety features inherent in the top variants of the two models, the City VX Plus, Jazz VX, and Jazz VX Plus.
Both of the Jazz City VX Plus and the Jazz VX and VX Plus are equipped with the VSA system, which stands for the Vehicle Stability Assist. And by having this function together with the electric brake force distribution system, no matter how the road condition is partly wet or partly sleepy, the vehicle itself is controlled to have the most safety drive. So where you want to go, you can go, no matter how is the road condition. In most of the cases, protect the drivers and the passengers when they are on the curve, on the muddy surfaces or slippery surfaces, because the car itself will automatically control so that you can go where you are steering to.
Race car driver and event organizer George Ramirez conducted the testing of the Honda models, where 15 motoring press personalities were instructed to do 3 different driving exercises using both the City VX Plus and the Jazz VX Plus in order for them to experience the said safety systems at work.
Basically, we were trying to show the VSA. This particular exercises was for the VSA functions of the City and the Jazz, which is actually all new Hondas have this function already. No, it combines many different safety features from ABS or the EBD, which is your electronic brake distribution, traction control, stability control, all encompassed in VSA.
All variants of the Honda City and Jazz are equipped with standard safety features, such as the anti-lock brake system with electronic brake force distribution and dual airbags. Suggested retail prices start from 756,000 pesos for the City and 768,000 pesos for the Jazz. The models tested in this activity retails for 970,000 pesos for the City 1.5 VX Plus and 948,000 pesos for the Jazz VX Plus. In other industry news, Mitsubishi Motors Philippines Corporation or MMPC continues its positive streak as it closed the first semester of 2014, registering a double-digit growth of 17.8%. From January to June of the year, MMPC was able to sell a total of 25,066 vehicles, far better than its 21,282 units sold during the same period last year. Combined reports from the Chamber of Automotive Manufacturers of the Philippines Incorporated or CAMPI and Truck Manufacturer Association or TMA showed that MMPC was able to strongly maintain its being one of the dominant brands in the automotive industry, with a market share of 23%. In addition, MMPC also recorded its highest monthly sales of 4,535 units, beating the previous sales records of 4,410 units established just last February of this year. MMPC's June sales impressively posted a 10.1% growth as compared to May sales of 4,120 units. This significant growth is attributed to the increase in sales of both passenger cars or PC and light commercial vehicles or LCV. Last month, MMPC was able to increase its PC sales by 19.6%, with 1,133 units sold, while LCV is modestly up by 8.8% compared to May 2014 sales. LCV accounted for the majority of vehicles sold last month. A total of 3,054 units of LCV were sold in June. 1,584 units of Montero Sport were sold last month, making it the best-selling mid-size sport utility vehicle and the #1 LCV in the Philippines. Adventure and Strada sales also improved with 664 and 316 units sold, respectively. MMPC is confident that sales growth will continue to be strong for the remaining months of the year. It supports the latest Campi announcement that the total industry sales forecast has been increased to 250,000 from the original forecast of 230,000 units. Meanwhile, Ford Philippines has announced an all-time best quarter, driven by a record-breaking performance for the month of June, with retail sales of 1,697 units, an increase of 36% year-over-year. The record June sales also contributed to the highest second quarter performance in the Philippines at 5,172 units, a 45% increase over the same period last year. Year-to-date sales currently stand at 8,864 units, up 42% compared to last year and marking Ford's best-ever mid-year performance in the country. Monthly sales were led by continued demand for the Ranger, Everest, and EcoSport nameplates, with Ranger and Everest both seeing their highest-ever June performances. The class-defining Ranger pickup had sales of 597 units in June, a 43% increase from the same time last year, bringing year-to-date sales up 64% to 3,283 units. Ford recently introduced 3 new variants of the Ranger in the Philippines, allowing customers even more options to find a Ford that suits their driving needs and wants. Sales of the segment-leading Everest soared 42% up to 272 units year-over-year in June, rounding total sales of the popular SUV to 1,645 units year-to-date, an increase of 30% compared to the same period last year. The recently launched all-new EcoSport, currently on its 3rd month of deliveries, continues to be a sought-after urban SUV in the market, with June retail sales reaching 482 units, bringing total units sold to 1,641 so far. Finally, in the local industry news, the Association of Vehicle Importers and Distributors, or Avid, registered total sales of 2,973 units, up by 21% from 2,447 units sold in the same month last year. This led to first semester growth of 17%, or a total of 17,902 units, driven by the marked performance of both the passenger cars, or PC, and light commercials vehicles, or LCV segments. The PC segment saw its sales growth by 22% year-on-year in June to a total of 1,515 units, boosted by sustained sales from Mini, Katz Motors, and Hyundai. This led to first semester sales growth of 16%, or a total of 9,061 units. On the other hand, the LCV segment continues to be in full swing, reinforced by the stellar performance of Chevrolet, with 128% growth in LCV sales for the month of June. LCV sales in the first half of the year totaled 8,841 units, up by 18% from the same period last year.